This week on Court Junkie. On paper and on dating apps, Reginald Potts seemed like a catch. Attractive, successful, rich. But prosecutors would later tell a jury that Reginald's Prince Charming image was all a facade. According to court records, quote, a self-described real estate investor, Reginald presented as a wealthy man with a lavish lifestyle, a penthouse in the South Loop, a Bentley and other fancy cars, and money to frequent upscale restaurants and trendy clubs. Reginald was making the rounds of the dating scene in Chicago, even though he was technically still married to one woman and just had a baby with another. Also unbeknownst to some of the women Reginald charmed, he had a rather lengthy criminal record. He served time in prison. He was reportedly banned from the entire campus of Northern Illinois University. One of Reginald's most memorable heists was stealing luxury cars. He reportedly said he was the brother of NBA player Ron Mercer when he test drove Mercedes, Lexuses, and Land Rovers at high-end dealerships. In broad daylight, Reginald then drove off with the cars and never returned them. He was arrested in 1996, and when he headed off to the Illinois Department of Corrections, he pulled out letters from the Assistant State Attorney's Office that demanded he be put into special housing in prison. The letters were later alleged to have been forged. When he was released after serving his time, Reginald was back in trouble in the outside world. He reportedly sold drugs, got into fights, stole cars again, lied about his identity, and carried multiple fake IDs. And soon, he was back behind bars. According to prosecutors, Reginald's behavior didn't improve in jail. He threw urine from his cell and kicked the prison guards. That month in November of 1999 was probably the worst month that any of those correctional officers in Jackson County Jail ever had the entire time they worked in there, Cook County prosecutor Maria McCarthy said. She told the jury Reginald has no conscience, that he's a narcissist, and that the world revolves around him. He's entitled to do whatever he wants to whomever he wants to do it. No one tells him what to do, not even a person in authority. He's a liar. He lies as easily as he breathes about anything. If he tells you what time it is, look at your watch. He is an abuser. He has psychologically and physically abused so many people over the last 20 years. Police officers, jail guards, prison guards, attorneys, doormen, real estate buyers, and the women in his life, she said. Reginald was free in 2006 when he met Nailah Franklin in a chance encounter over a parking spot. According to court testimony, they developed an off-again, on-again relationship. Things wouldn't end well. This is Jillian, and in partnership with Law&Crime, you are listening to Court Junkie, episode 195. The name Nailah means one who succeeds, and according to those who knew her, it seemed like the perfect name for Nailah Franklin. Bold, beautiful, brilliant, one who succeeds. That was my sister, Marina Franklin wrote in court documents. 28-year-old Nailah, a graduate of the University of Illinois, was doing well in her career as a pharmaceutical sales representative. She was a natural businesswoman and had the it factor when she walked into a room. She loved fashion and being a girly girl, and never missed an episode of Oprah, her favorite show. She had several siblings. She came from a blended family. Nailah was the glue that held everyone together. When a younger sibling got pregnant unexpectedly, Nailah bought the crib and planned the baby shower and jumped in as the loving aunt. Her siblings had countless stories like this, where Nailah was their cheerleader and biggest supporter. Nailah Franklin was everything that Reginald Potts is not. Assistant State's Attorney Maria McCarthy said later in court, She was hardworking. She was caring. She was giving. She was supportive. She was loving. She was full of joy. So many people loved her.